live to the dread of the globalist, of the communist, of the pedophiles, of the AOCs, the big corporate chiefs, all the control freaks. They can't stand the fact that Americana and the fact that the love of free market and the love of God and country and family is still alive, beating in our breasts, in our hearts, and in our minds. It's harder than it looks to take down the spirit of 1776. Here's Millie Weaver's report, and she'll join us live. She ran into the Lord and Savior, the Anointed One, born to run, the man from the wilderness with his billionaire wife and his father-in-law worth $28 billion funding everything, but he's a man of the people. Why? He rolls up his sleeves. So here's the report on Beto.
Pig! You're a pig!
Because I don't want to kill babies?
Oh, you kill them. You let them live so they can starve to death.
That's a liberal mindset for you. Kill the babies.
Millie Weaver reporting for Infowars.com. We're here in Cleveland where 2020 presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke is scheduled to come speak. Beto O'Rourke has been pretty hush about which policies he supports. Let's go see if we can nail down where he stands.
Thank you for asking the question. There was a question over here.
Yes. Are you for third trimester abortions, or are you going to protect the lives of third trimester babies? Because, there's really not a medical necessity for abortion. It's not a medical emergency procedure because typically third trimester abortions take up to 3 days to have. So you would, in that sense, if there was an emergency, the doctors would just do a C-section and you don't have to kill the baby in that essence. So are you for or against third trimester abortions?
So the question is about abortion and reproductive rights. And my answer to you is that should be a decision that the woman makes.
Yes, sir.
So babies should be killed?
Board appointments. How do we deal with the fact that the Supreme Court is being stacked?
Hit pause real quick. Back this up 15 seconds. It's a powerful headline Millie went with last night because we were talking on the phone and she said, what do you think the headline should be? And I'm like, well, how about Beto O'Rourke endorses third trimester abortion, gets cheered. But she's like, well, I think the headline ought to be his supporters attack me. And she's probably right, because that's what you're about to hear right now. And again, it's not just crazed leftist here or there. You go anywhere, their religion is killing babies for their own good, because the world's going to end in 12 years. AOC said so. Please continue.
That's my answer. Yes, sir.
So babies should be killed?
Board appointments. How do we deal with the fact that the Supreme Court is being stacked against us? It's great to
So there you have it. Beto O'Rourke supports third trimester abortions. And when I brought up the subject, it certainly stirred up contention amongst his crowd.
Ma'am, I'm going to clear this way.
Don't push me.
Ma'am, I need to clear this out.
Don't push me. I'm just standing here.
Question is about the
I'm
war
asking
on
real
drugs
questions.
and the opioid crisis.
How many unborn babies have you adopted? I'm just curious how many babies you have adopted, you and your family. How many babies have you adopted? How many babies have you adopted? How many babies have you adopted?
Years ago, when I went out and demonstrated 10 or 15 times at abortion clinics, like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and I've gone a few times since, they run over and they go, how many babies have you adopted? How many babies have you adopted? And then you'll say, well, actually, I've adopted one. And they go, well, it's not a black baby. Nobody wants those black babies is normally the thing. There are more people wanting to adopt each year than there are kids aborted. Did you know that number? And women get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in many cases to have the baby. But women aren't being told this. Or that their body parts are being sold. Or they're being kept alive and sold. That's now all confirmed. So it's always these same talking points here. Yes, people want these babies. People adopt disabled babies too. But the point is that it's a cult. Continue.
How many babies have you adopted? I haven't killed any. I've not killed any. How many have you adopted? How many have you adopted? I know. You've adopted none. You're killing them, but slowly. You're killing them slowly.
Pause again. The bioethics boards teach that if society's bad and they decide we can kill who we want because we're saving them from a bad future. That's how they dehumanize you, but in a loving, liberal way. So this guy is, giving you the exact rundown. We'll talk to Millie in a moment, but understand, if you're a radio listener, you can't see this. She's just sitting there politely being screamed at with spit flying out their mouths at her because she dare approach their God. Let's continue.
Hypocrite. Pig. You're a pig.
Because I don't want to kill babies.
Oh, you kill them. You let them live so they can starve to death. You want to take away welfare. You want to take their mother's rights away. You want to kill
Pause
them.
again. Back it up 2 seconds. You could learn an entire PhD off this guy. If you don't have 2.1 kids for every 2 adults, and the left always goes, there isn't such thing as 2.1. Yeah, there are in the millions of people, on average. We have a 2.1 replacement rate. That pays for Social Security. It pays for Medicare, Medicaid. It pays for the welfare. In fact, you need a bigger population of like a replacement rate of 3 to really grow a society. But he's saying what Bill Gates taught people years ago. He said, well, if you don't give grandma health care, we can hire 10 teachers. It's that idea that if you don't have services, it creates more money. No, societies that take care of people create economies based on service. So they said, get rid of our industrial base so that we can be a service economy, but really they're just getting rid of the service economy as well. One of the main jobs is nursing homes and taking care of people. No, let's just kill their ass, and then, we'll kill you too. We've got robots to replace you. That's what this is. But this guy listens to NPR, you know it, every day and believes all of it. But the mathematics, the history, all shows he's wrong. But here he is calling a mother of 2, a woman, a smart lady out there asking questions, a pig. Here he is.
You're a pig.
Because I don't want to kill babies.
Oh, you kill them. You let them live so they can starve to death. You want to take away welfare. You want to take their mother's rights away. You want to kill them by killing them slowly. You're killing them slowly, honey. You're killing them slowly. You're killing them slowly. You're a murderess. You're a murderess. When are you going to stop killing babies?
Pause again. This is the leftist total inversion of reality. This is unedited. Now, first, have you adopted babies? Oh, no. So you're a pig. Now you're starving them. Now you're a murderer. So they're killing the kids, but see, not killing them is murder. That's Satanism. It's an inversion. Continue.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm the pig.
You're a hypocrite and a liar. You're a hypocrite and a liar. You're not
Because I want to protect
you don't protect children. Don't
They're already alive.
You're uneducated.
The babies are already alive.
You're uneducated. What's your major? What's your major?
So you guys are all okay.
It's all, again, NPR, worthless college degrees. What's your major? We're all gay. We're all cool, you murderer. You're not in the in crowd, What's your major? Let's continue.
It takes 3 days to perform a third trimester abortion. That's not a medical procedure for an emergency.
From doctors, or are you getting your
Abortion.
from InfoWars?
I'm getting my information from abortionists and from OBGYN. These are doctors.
She's not getting it from InfoWars, you dumb lady. She is InfoWars. Got it? Continue.
Care about my body. You only care about your body. You don't care about the bodies of unborn babies. Are you already alive? I bet you're eating cows, aren't you? Eating cows? I'm sorry, I don't equate an unborn child's life to a cow.
Pause. This is the ultimate cult. Animals are on the same level as humans, so if you're eating cows, you're killing your baby. And they're all like this. Continue.
So you do? That's crazy. Well, there you have it. Beto O'Rourke just confirmed that he is for third trimester abortions. And inside, his supporters and onlookers applauded the idea of aborting third trimester babies. Hey, Beto! Is the world going to end in 12 years? Beto, is the world going to end in 12 years?
Well, I know who I'm a fan of. Her name's Millie Weaver.